hostels were. I don't know if I have connection to the internet. Ah! Here, everywhere here is looking up, looking up, looking up. I'm using the cable. Oh, it's not plugging it. Oh. It's playing now? No, it's not playing. Okay, Houston, Houston. I want my connection. Ah, an AP. Thanks, God. Okay, let's choose a city here. First a country, Germany, Georgia, Germany. Then choose a city, Berlin, Berlin here. I know, I'm not from here, so I want to rent a few. We are two, so two guests. So, okay, this is quite slow. Okay, let's book this one. St. Christopher's, Berlin. It's good? Yeah. Oh, cool. Book. Okay, here's the problem. The certificate to pay in this page, it's on the blacklist. I'm using a blacklist plugin to detect this. Yes? Of course, it's not enough with the plugin by itself check if the certificate is blacklisted or not by a DNS query. But if you are in a man-in-the-middle situation, you can spoof the DNS queries, so you need to download all the base with all the blacklisted, which is a plugin with 13 megabytes, which is quite heavy, but you know, Firefox is heavy byte per se, so. Another problem who has this plugin is that detects that the certificate is weak, but first send information. So you first send information, and then you have the warning. So you have a really big problem. But in some cases, works, like in this one. Yes, this is one option for mitigate this. Let's go to the other attack, the Diffie-Hellman. You know, TH is Diffie-Hellman. How many of you are familiar with Diffie-Hellman? Okay, there are less hands up, but okay. This is Diffie-Hellman. Another question. How many of you are familiar with ephemeral Diffie-Hellman? Ephemeral Diffie-Hellman. Or Diffie-Hellman ephemeral, I'm not sure. Well, it's quite easy. You know, Diffie-Hellman, you know, the private exponent, which is an X, which was getting by random. P is a prime, G is a generator, field, Galois, Sarasa. The matching happens, and you have a shared secret, K. Yes? In an ephemeral Diffie-Hellman, after the handshaking, you just discard the private exponent. That's all. You know, now you know ephemeral Diffie-Hellman. So, why this happened? Because ephemeral Diffie-Hellman provides something called perfect forward secrecy. Yes? In this case, there is no information in both parts to regenerate the shared secret, okay, because you discard this part. But, probably you are seeing the problem, this part is generated by random. So, if one of the parts is running a vulnerable, a weak random generator, you can recalculate the shared secret and break perfect forward secrecy. Yes, sounds cool. Okay, let's see if this works. You need to do this. You need to create all the possible X, and if that X, with that X, you get the private part of the client, that means that the client was running a weak generator. So you can recalculate K. If with that X generates the public part of the server, that means that the server was running with generators, so you can recalculate the shared secret. With the shared secret, you can decipher all the text. Yeah? Let's see an example here. I'm running Wireshark here. You know Wireshark? Yeah, thank you. So we're going to run this. It's a wget of this page, which is secure. And we are not checking about the certificate. We are running the broken OpenSSL, yes, because my OpenSSL is patched, helpfully. And we are running it with a fixed speed. Yes, this part is optional. This part is optional, but I want to be sure that doesn't take too much long, so I fix a process ID. Yes, so run it, and I have the pickup here. Yeah, let's stop this. And as you can see, it's ciphered, looks ciphered. If we want to decipher it, we can't. We, with some contributions of Paolo, which is an Italian guy who codes few parts in Wireshark, we made a patch for Wireshark, and we include these options. So we can give here all the possible X. Yeah? I generate all the possible X. You can see them here. Word count. Do you know how many lines are here? Yes? With all the possible bits. And let's put OK. Now it's brute forcing. Looks like Hang, but it's brute forcing. The new version has a quite progress bar, but in this way it's funnier. So let's try to decipher it now, and with the shared secret we can decipher the connection. Okay, there's always a problem, no? We have some few problems here. As Maxi says, Firefox and most of the browsers like Conqueror or Galeon is not affected by this problem because they are using their own cipher suite. So we need to break the other part. Or maybe if you are, I don't know, if you used to use the web with wget, in this case you are vulnerable, but nobody surf on the web with wget. But so we need to attack the Apache part. Yes? The problem with the Apache part is that first the Apache forks and then they generate the Diffie-Hellman key exchange. So the internal state of the PRNG change in each connection. So you need to capture all the connection from the beginning of an SSH, of an open Apache startup. Yes? You do this, the same of this with SSH connections too. Okay, cool. So you can decipher SSH connections too. Not with the Wireshark plugin, but you can. There are some other tools. Yes? So you need to be a really powerful attacker if you want to decipher Apache connections. You need to get all the connections between the startup until the finish. But some powerful attackers can do that, like ISP, Internet Service Provider, has all the information, NSA too, so you have a problem. So this last attack is related with digital signature algorithm. Probably, how many of you are familiar with digital signature algorithm? Okay. I am running out of time, so let's go to the main part. The problem here is that even if the pair of keys was generated in a secure server, if you sign just one message in an unsecure host, your private key is compromised. Yes, you see my point? You have the math here, but the idea is there. if your pair is strong, but you sign one message in a weak server or in a weak machine, your private part is calculable, can be calculated. I don't know, sorry. Guessable, okay. So let's go on this. Yes, so the promise part, how to conquer the world. Oh, how to conquer the universe. You know, Debian is the universal operating system, so we are in conditions to conquer the universe. Yes? You need to choose an application, you need to see which algorithm it's using, we need to generate all the space, all the possible space, which is 2 power 15 minus 1, because OpenSSL never runs as init, so minus 1. And times 3, because there is free combination between endianness and bitness. Yeah? So times 3. And then let's brute force. Yeah, we can brute force authentication system. We can make a man-in-the-middle attack. We can decipher connections with a vulnerable pair. We can attack symmetric connections, symmetric encrypted connection of storage. For example, PWB, this little program to generate password, PWB safe. I don't know if you are familiar with it. You run PWB safe and you get many nice passwords to just scrape or something like that. Well, if that password was generated 2 years ago, they can be guessable easily because they use the random number generator. So looks nice password, but it's not a nice password. And of course, we can break DSA. Yes? The last point is enjoy your power. Okay, related word here. This is the bug in OpenID, which I told you. This is where you can download the Firefox plugin. There are some tools for SSH. For example, in this place here, you have SSH tool to decipher SSL connection or these kind of things. The last point here is the wiki of Debian, where you can find how to regenerate the keys in all the packages affected. Yes? So, some countermeasures. Of course, if you're a Debian user, you need to upgrade as soon as possible. If you didn't do that, you are fucking up now. But anyway, you need to do that. So update libSSL, OpenSSL, OpenSSH. If you are, you need to look for your compromised keys. For example, in my case, I need to contact all my employees because I leave my keys there. So I need to tell them that now it's insecure. The problem is that if you leave a public key of you in a server and somebody exploits that, the username will be you. So you are in a really big problem. Even if you are not a Debian user, you need to eliminate all blacklisted public key from your servers on your machines. If you use your DSA key in an affected machine, your DSA key doesn't work anymore. You need to revoke that. Okay, this plugin can mitigate man-in-the-middle cases. And if you are a Debian user, of an OpenSSH server, you have a new options here just for avoid blacklisted keys. Of course, if you transfer your private GPG key through an insecure link, for example, an insecure SSH channel, your PGP key is compromised. So you need to revoke that key too. If you transfer your political affair, you need to change your political affair. And if you transfer your sexual likes, you need to change your sexual likes. So, as a conclusion, we are finished. Of course, the first one is the obvious one. Algorithms can be strong, but implementation can be wrong. When you work with cryptography, it's quite annoying because you need to know a lot of mathematician issues, and maybe you get the way to factorize some kind of numbers in a really tricky way. But in most of the case, the developers miss. I am making this noise?
Right.
Hello?